All right, evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark with Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. We are here tonight with ECR Elite Cup Racing. This is race number 5 in the Gauntlet. And tonight, this is called the Nashville Strong 150, or the ECR Strong 150, sorry. Elite Cup Racing Strong 150 at Nashville Superspeedway. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday evening. I know I am. That was a riveting practice we got to watch. Now we are in the midst of qualifying. So if you guys will, please, we are going to watch our national anthem. So if you would, put your hands over your heart, stand up if you're not in a racing rig, and enjoy.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the
All right, we are back. Thank you guys so much for sitting, and listening to that with me. It is one of my favorite parts of the race. So here we are going into the Gauntlet, race number 5, right before the play. Not the playoff, the championship. Right before the championship. So we have got Tyler Burden first in playoff points, followed by Adam Boughton in second, Ryan McCall in third, Mr. Tay McDonald in fourth, John Osborne in fifth, Brad Rivers is in sixth, Kyle Diaz in seventh, Dwayne Furtick in eighth, Stan Carnathan in ninth, Michael York in 10th, Doug Denice in 11th, and Mr. Kane Lee in 12th. And for the non-playoff standings, we have got Mr. Robert Roth in 13th, Alan Holtzman in 14th, Pete Walsh is in 15th, Waylon Turner in 16th, Kent Mueller in 17th, Michael Carter in 18th, 17 South, Mr. Gary Nash in 19th, Aaron Miller in 20th, Travis Gilbert in 21st, Jeff Dillon in 22nd, Chris Roth in 23rd, Dale Pickles in 24th, Jeff No in 25th, Leroy Koblenz in 26th, and Aaron Spear in 27th. So we have got about 3.5 minutes left in their qualifying run. All right, so that is looking to be pretty much a close to the qualifying, I do believe. So we will be getting going racing very soon. Got the starting order already up. Going to go ahead and pull that up onto the screen. All right, so tonight, Tyler Burden is going to be in the first position, followed by Tay McDonald in second, John Osborne in third, Mr. Dwayne Furtick in fourth, Brad Rivers in fifth, Alan Holtzman in sixth, Pete Walsh in seventh, Ryan McCall in eighth, Travis Gilbert in 9th. Michael Carter in 10th. Stan Carnathan in 11th. Adam Boughton in 12th. Aaron Miller in 13th. Michael York in 14th. Robert Roth in 15th. Doug Denice in 16th. Kyle Diaz in 17th. Kane Lee is in 18th. Kent Mueller in 19th. And Mr. Christopher Roth rounding out our pack in 20th. All right, these guys are gritting up, getting ready to get on their formation lap. We are getting ready to go green flag racing here in the ECR Strong 150. This is going to be 200 miles, 150 laps at Nashville Superspeedway. We have got one fast repair for these guys, 70% fuel window. Now, for those, like me, the layman, it's going to be 40 to 48 laps on a tank of fuel. 5 sets of tires, 1 on. They're going to have 4 extra sets on pit road. And we've got a DQ disqualification of 12 tonight. So here we are getting started with our formation lap. As you can see, Mr. Tyler Burton in that first position. Looks like these guys are going to have 2 exits from pit road, if I am reading the track correctly tonight. All right, and I do just want to point out to everybody, it is October 21st. We are on the final race before the championship. Next week is going to be the Give It Your All in Las Vegas. Now, here we are passing that restart zone. We are green flag racing, ladies and gentlemen, with Tyler Burton getting a great jump. Followed very closely by Tay McDonald. And as we learned last week, Tay McDonald is not going to give up. Oh, and we have already got an incident. We are under our first caution of the evening. Looks like getting a jump on that start. Some cars got a better jump than others. Looks like there might be a few incidents in there. Yes, there is. Looks like it was just a bump and run, but then they start getting sideways. Unfortunately, you've got Travis Gilbert. I'm sorry. And the number 8 in the Jack Daniels car, that is going to be Michael Carter. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump back up to the front. Now, our pace car lights are on. We are under the first caution of the evening. 3 laps in out of 150. Looks like that start was a little rough for some people. That does happen. Luckily, it is getting closer and closer to Halloween. Therefore, it is not a bad thing to have a bucket of candy on your computer desk. Ladies and gentlemen, that is subliminal messaging at its finest. This race not brought to you tonight by candy. All right, well, pace car lights are off. So we should be one to go here. Go ahead and get ready to go back green flag racing. See what these guys got for the restart. All right, here we are back green flag racing. Tyler Burton gets a very good jump on that restart. Tay McDonald still right behind him in second. John Osborne in third. Actually, John Osborne took over that second spot over Tay McDonald. Five laps in, and these guys are already going for it. Can't blame them, though. Can't blame them. Tensions, I think, would be getting a little high with one race left to go in the season. But these guys are handling it like pros. Tay McDonald now in third place with Brad Rivers trying to catch up and come back up to him. Oh, no, but Tay, go ahead and take a round. Putting Mr. Osborne down, along with pulling Brad Rivers up into the third spot. Dwayne Furtick in fourth. John Osborne in fifth. Alan Holtzman is in sixth. Ryan McCall is in seventh. Aaron Miller in eighth. And Ryan McCall passing Alan Holtzman for the sixth spot. Kyle Diaz in ninth. Robert Roth rounding out our top 10. Pete Walsh in 11th. Michael York in 12th. Adam Boughton in 13th. Christopher Roth in 14th. Doug DeNice is in 15th. Michael Carter in 16th. Kent Mueller in 17th. Kane Lee is in 18th. Stan Carnathan in 19th. And rounding out our pack tonight is Mr. Travis Gilbert. Now, as you see, Travis Gilbert's getting a little aggressive going down onto the apron to go ahead and get around a few of these guys. Always love seeing Travis Gilbert out there with the vet to track at number 41. Always looking out for vets. All right, looks like we have a second caution. Flag is out. Looks like Pete Walsh may have been in an incident. Gonna go ahead and pull that up and check it out. Now, if everybody would look, Pete Walsh is in that number 74. Looks like he got turned around a little bit. Hold on, we're going to back that up. Looks like that 48. All right, we see the 48 go ahead and putting the chrome horn to him. He gets in between him and that wall, makes contact, looks to be with his rear bumper, and turns him around. And that would be the number 11 of Mr. Michael York. Now, not sure if that was a net code or just everybody playing a little too close. But I hope there are no hard feelings in between those two. All right, well, we are going to come back up to the front. Pace car lights are still on. 11 laps out of 150. We are currently in our second caution of the evening. All right, pace car lights are off. We are one to go to the green flag. All right, pace car is off the track. We are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Go ahead and pass in this Geico restart zone. Green flag is out. Tyler Burton jumping out to the front again with a hail of a restart. Pardon my language. Tay McDonald getting a good jump also in second with Brad Rivers in third. All right, now let's see how long we can keep this race going. Now, this is our first time here with ECR at Nashville Superspeedway. If they didn't get a lot of practice in, they are not familiar with this track, which is why practice makes perfect. Practice is everything in a lot of these situations. Well, you know what? We are 15 laps here out of 150, 1/10 of the race down. So let's go ahead and look at some paint. Tyler Burden. Now, it is still October, so Tyler is still running that wonderful pink Demon paint scheme in the 06 out there in first position. Tay McDonald is still in that Echo number 73. Now, the black and red, I must say, is a great color scheme. One of my favorites. The number 15 of Brad Rivers out there in his U.S. Army Memorial car. Always love seeing these guys out here with their military and veteran-friendly paint schemes. Dwayne Furtick is running that number 51 Interstate Battery scheme. John Osborne in the number 81 Woody's Pepsi Cola. Ryan McCall running the number 90 Rapid Fired Pizza. Michael York passing him up for the 6th spot in his Monster number 48. And I hate to say it, if there was an unofficial sponsor, it would have to be Monster, Red Bull, you know, some of those guys. Give us a second. We're going to go back down to Mr. Kyle Diaz in the Dominoes, number 26. Looks like there was an incident and a third caution has been called. Looks like it says Mr. Robert Roth was in an incident. Let's go ahead and check this out. Now, Robert Roth is in that number 59. Looks like he was bumped in the back by the number 24. Battle of the wrenches. Good wrench and gear wrench. 24, Mr. Alan Holtzman. Looks like they had a little bump and run. Alan was not affected, but unfortunately, Mr. Robert Roth was. Dixon Fam TV says, good racing. Thank you so much. And yes, it is. These guys always put on one great show for us here at ECR and for Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. Now, a couple of these guys, a lot of these guys, are go ahead and taking to the pit. Very, very smart call. Including Mr. Robert Roth. Now, once he gets out of the pits, I'm going to go ahead and try to pull him up to the booth. See what he says. Now, we've got 9 viewers out there on the stream. Thank you, guys. You are awesome for showing up. All right, so we are 21 laps in. Go ahead and getting this caution out of the way. Going to go ahead and jump back up to the top car. Mr. Alan Holtzman in that first position. Robert Roth still in the pits. Along with Mr. Travis Gilbert also in the pit. I do not... All right, Robert Roth is pulling out. Let him go ahead and exit pit road, and I will try to pull him into the booth and see what happened.
The hell was that noise?
That would be you in the booth with Mark. How are you, Mr. Roth?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I am not too bad. Sorry about the quick pull. Just wanted to catch you before we went back green flag racing and see if
No
everything
problem.
see how the race is going and if everything is okay after that incident.
Yeah, everything's good. Got all my repairs fixed there, so I didn't have to take a quick repair.
Oh,
And
absolutely. That is awesome.
yeah, it was just a little racing incident. It looked like I was clear. Alan was coming, and I tried to get down there, and he got my left rear there a little bit. So
Yeah, and that's what we saw. We went ahead and checked it back. Didn't look like anything, really happened. It was just an unfortunate little bump there. Just wanted to make sure everything was good on your end because I want to see you up in the top tonight.
yeah, me too. I hope so, but we'll see how it plays. This track's a little slick after a few laps, so.
All right. Well, we are back green flag racing. Robert, I will let you back to your team, man. Thank you for coming up and talking to us.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. We are a little shorter on the cautions. Did not have a lot of time to talk to him. Wanted to make sure he got his repairs taken care of, but he is back at it, and I want to see what he can do tonight. Now, we have Mr. Alan Holtzman up in the top on the pole position. You got Aaron Miller in second, Kent Mueller in third, Tyler Burden in fourth, Michael York is in fifth, Jay McDonald in sixth, Adam Boughton in seventh, Dwayne Furtick in eighth, Mr. John Osborne in ninth, Brad Rivers in 10th, Ryan McCall in 11th, Kyle Diaz in 12th, Michael Carter in 13th, Stan Carnathan in 14th, Doug DeNice in 15th, Christopher Roth in 16th, Kane Lee in 17th, Pete Walsh in 18th, Mr. Travis Gilbert in 19th, and Robert Roth rounding out our pack in 20th. Now we are 25 laps in out of 150. Great race so far. Like Robert said, guys, now this track does seem to be getting a little squirrely, a little bit slick after a few laps, which is a very good, thing. They have 5 sets of tires, but at the same time, you don't want to take them too quickly. So you kind of got to time when you take your tires. And seeing we've got 150 laps, if they can stretch their car 48 laps, then they would still have to take 2 pit stops throughout this race. So I think they'd be better safe than sorry. Take probably a more than that, of course. But we will definitely see. Now we are already 27 laps in. Alan Holtzman out in the front. Going to go ahead and run through exciting. See a couple different spots on the track, couple different cars. Go ahead and bring up my driver information. That way you guys can see who we are looking at. Right now it's the number 48 of Michael York. Breaking it back to the number 81 Woodies of John Osborne. All right, back up to the front with Mr. Alan Holtzman. Aaron Miller has secured himself the second position in the Wendy's number 10. Alan Holtzman running in the Goodwrench Plus number 24 Chevy. Now Tyler Burden has jumped up into that second spot with his 06 Demon Chevy, with Aaron Miller now pushed back into third Tay McDonald in the Ford Mustang number 4, or number 73 in 4th. Aaron Miller running the Toyota number 10 Wendy's. Adam Boughton running the number 94 Coca-Cola Toyota. Now, never put out somebody. You got to think about it. Adam Boughton is the second in points for a reason, and he has already come up 7 spots from where he started. Dwayne Furtick is in 6th. Michael York also up 7 spots from where he started. The number 48 Monster Energy in 7th. Followed by Brad Rivers in 8th, and at number 15, U.S. Army. I hope everyone is having a great race. This has been a lot of good action so far, and we're only still in the beginning stages. All right, well, we are 36 laps in here out of 150. Alan Holtzman still up in that front spot. Tyler Burden jumping in his rear view mirror in 2nd. Tay McDonald in 3rd. Adam Boughton bringing his way all the way back up to 4th. Now, it looks like Tyler Burden went ahead and utilized that apron and go ahead and got a good jump on Mr. Alan Holtzman, bringing Mr. Tay McDonald behind him in the 2nd place. Alan Holtzman looks like he not mad. Looks like he is sitting there, and he might be sitting back waiting to see what happens. Definitely a lot of good but strong racers here in Elite Cup racing. Looks like we get a little battle between Brad Rivers in the number 15 and Aaron Miller in the number 10. But Brad Rivers went ahead and got the jump around him. All right. Now, Mr. Stan Carnison was not able to be with us last week, but we are definitely getting a good look at that number 82 car. Now, he is currently in the 12th position, but looks like he is biding his time as well. Stan Carnison, another one of the good racers here at ECR. All right, still got Mr. Tyler Burton up now in that top spot, followed by Tay McDonald in second. Adam Boughton all the way bringing his car into the third position. Now he is up 9 spots from where he started. Mr. Alan Holtzman, go ahead and falling back to the 4th spot, but not out yet. Looks like he is still giving Adam Boughton a good run for his money. All right, Dwayne Furtick coming up, and looks like he is going to go ahead and pass Mr. Brad Rivers for that 5th spot. Brad Rivers is currently in 6th, Aaron Miller in 7th, John Osborne in 8th, Kyle Diaz is in 9th, Ryan McCall rounding out our top 10, Stan Carnathan is in 11th, Michael Carter in 12th, going to jump back up. Looks like Tay McDonald is not leaving Tyler's rearview mirror, not for a second. Now, we are already 45 laps here out of 150. Looks like these guys are getting a very good hang of this track. Now, the number 1 and 2 positions of Tyler Burton and Tay McDonald looks like they've got about a second, about a 1.2, 1.3 second lead over that 3rd position of Adam Boughton. But in this game, on these tracks, you know, a second, not really that much. You know, it just takes a little bit of momentum loss on the top guys, and Adam wouldn't even have to put any effort into it to go ahead and take over that top spot. Alan Holtzman's running about 0.8 seconds behind Mr. Boughton. Close enough to see him, but far enough away for Adam not to be too stressed about it. All right, 49 laps in. Looks like Adam is making up a little bit of the gap between Tay McDonald in that 2nd position and himself. Alan Holtzman still falling back just a little bit. Now these guys already, let's go ahead and check their pit and see if everyone pitted during that caution. Looks like Adam Boughton and Alan Holtzman pitted at lap 10, but then Adam pitted at lap 20 again. That was when the caution came out. Alan did not. So Alan is running, yeah, he's running on about 41 laps right now. So his fuel window is from 40 to 48. Plus, you know his tires are probably getting a little worn out there, which is definitely an indicator on, you know, probably why he is falling back just a tad bit. And that's what anybody who watches, you know, NASCAR racing or any type of stock car or just racing in general knows that, you know, fuel and tires are definitely a big factor in almost anything you do. So he has got guys out there with fresher tires and more fuel, and he is still giving it his all in that number 24 Chevy. Now he is still in that 4th spot. Dwayne Furtick still about 1.6 seconds behind him. And it looks like Mr. Travis Gilbert went ahead and took to the pits. Now he is getting and leaving pit lane. Getting back onto that track with pit exit here. I do like how the pit exit is set up at Nashville because it definitely gives them a little more time to kind of speed up and get everything ready and, you know, calibrated before they jump back onto that track. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Gilbert is, as of now, the only car 1 lap down. I do not understand why it is showing Tyler Burden in the pit. He is clearly not. Now, Tay McDonald, he looks like he is keeping a respectable distance, but still keeping Tyler in his sight. And then Adam Boughton is definitely catching up to those two. Now, anybody out there in the chat with us, we do have 9 viewers on the stream. I want to thank all of you for showing up. Thank you, guys. But anybody tells me, like, who is their pick for the win tonight? And if you have watched ECR before, that could be a hard call. All right, Mr. Kent Mueller has been taken to the pit. Definitely getting down to that pit road speed. All right, now 58 laps in out of 150. It has been a great race so far. These guys, once they got the hang of Nashville Superspeedway, you know, it has become a pretty clean race. You got a couple of guys gapping it out there. So what I'm going to do is pull up our track map. And this just kind of shows the gaps here. You've got the 1 and 2 positions of Tyler Burden and Tay McDonald up there at the front. Now it looks like they are about to pass that number 20, the 20th position car of Kent Mueller. Now, unfortunately, that may have that. I think that just put Kent Mueller another lap down, along with Travis Gilbert now adding to that. And another unfortunate thing for the third car of Adam Boughton, that puts a little lap down traffic in the middle. So it's not just a straight run anymore. He has to avoid and pass these guys in order to even get the lead now. John Osborne sitting comfortably in that 4th position. Brad Rivers in 5th. Dwayne Furtick is in 6th. Alan Holtzman in 7th. Ryan McCall is in 8th. Kyle Diaz is in 9th. Michael Carter in the wonderful number 8. Jack Daniels is in 10th, rounding out our top 10. Stan Carneth in 11th. Kane Lee is in 12th. Mr. Doug Denice in the Denice Designs number 40 in 13th. Pete Walsh is in 14th. Robert Roth has brought his way back up to the 15th spot. Christopher Roth in 16th. Aaron Miller in 17th. Michael Yort is in 18th, with Travis Gilbert in 19th and Kent Mueller in 20th. And with Tay going into the pits, that's going to leave Tyler and Adam to battle it out. Now, Adam Boughton in that second spot is about 4 seconds back from Tyler in the top spot. And now he looks to have at least one lap down car. But Mr. Kent Mueller is not going down without a fight. Kent Mueller is looking to pass Tyler Burden in that 06 Demon to get a lap back. You got to respect it when these guys definitely, fight to get their laps back the hard way. And Mr. Kent Mueller actually had a last lap of 30.07. That is definitely one of the better laps in the race. With the best only being a 29, hold on, 29.7. Oh, 29.69 of Tay McDonald being the best lap so far. Now here we are, 66 laps in out of 150. These guys are definitely getting in a good pattern of clean and green racing. Now, seeing as how a lot of these guys pitted at lap 20, we are looking for a pit cycle pretty shortly, being on 47 laps in since their last pit. All right, so it looks like Mr. Pete Walsh has taken to the pit in that Mobil 1 number 74 Ford Mustang. Tyler Burden taking to the pits in his 06 Demon Toyota, or Chevy, I'm sorry. You know, 4 out of the top 5 cars right now are running Chevrolets. Looks like Kane Lee and Doug DeNice in 5th and 6th running their Toyotas. So a good mixture of the car makes out there this evening. All right, definitely got a lot more guys taken to the pit, letting Ryan McCall to get out to the front. Go ahead and lead a lap or 17. You never know. Christopher Roth in second. Michael York is in third. Now Christopher Roth went ahead and took to the pit. Now Mr. McCall is jumping into pit. Kay McDonald is going to be the first car out on the track. Now, Mr. Kay McDonald is out there now in the top spot with Tyler Burden in second. Alan Holtzman in third. Mr. Adam Boughton still in that fourth spot. Now we just passed that halfway point for the race. Kay McDonald still out in top. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I do not try to talk too fast, because I definitely do mix up my words. You know, mushmouth is a bad thing. Kay McDonald still in that number one spot in that 73. Tyler Burden definitely looking to take his spot back, making a good run. He is currently in second. Adam Boughton is in third. Alan Holtzman in fourth. Travis Gilbert in fifth. John Osborne is in sixth. Brad Rivers is in seventh. Kyle Diaz in eighth. Ryan McCall in ninth. Stan Carnathan rounding out our top 10. Pete Walsh in 11th. Aaron Miller in 12th. Doug DeNice in 13th. Actually, Doug is taking a pass at Aaron Miller and taking over that 12th spot. Kent Mueller is in 14th. Christopher Roth in 15th. Kane Lee in 16th. Robert Roth in 17th. Michael York is in 18th. Dwayne Furtick in 19th. And Mr. Carter rounding out our pack in 20th. All right, 81 laps in out of 150. All right, Tim McDonald's still out in that top. Tyler Burden in second. Now, it looks like Tyler is definitely picking up his pace. Right now, he's got about a 2.9 second interval or a gap in between Tim McDonald in first and Tyler in second. Now, it looks like Tyler has got Michael York, who's currently in the 18th spot, right behind him. Now, if he's trying to get a lap back, definitely commendable. Oh, it looks like Mr. Carter, unfortunately, has left the race. But 85 laps in out of 150. And we will set these guys on exciting, and we will be right back with you. right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being patient with me during that little break. We are back. We are 93 laps in out of 150. Mr. Tyler Burden has taken his top spot back, followed by Tay McDonald in second, John Osborne in third, Brad Rivers in fourth, Adam Boughton in fifth, Alan Holtzman in sixth, Ryan McCall is in seventh, Travis Gilbert in eighth, Kyle Diaz in ninth, Stan Carnathan rounding out our top 10, Pete Walsh is in 11th, Doug DeNice in 12th, Aaron Miller in 13th, Christopher Roth in 14th, Robert Roth in 15th, Kane Lee in 16th, Mr. Kent Mueller in 17th, Michael York in 18th, and Dwayne Furtick in 19th. Definitely having a good race so far. About to break the 2/3 mark of our race tonight. All right, so now we are 97 laps in. Go ahead and get a look at our little pit stop map here. Go ahead and take our track map off the screen. So as you see, a lot of different strategies in the pit cycles. So there's no real way to call their strategies. I do know that they are having a great race. It has been, a good bit of competition here between several of the drivers. Can't call names or numbers. But these guys are definitely giving it their all in the final race of the chase before the championship next week at Las Vegas. Going to go ahead and let SDK tell us what is exciting. 100 laps in, we are looking at the number 26 of Kyle Diaz. And Travis Gilbert in the number 41 Vet to Track. Now, looks like Kyle is trying to go ahead and take his spot away from him. Looks like he is gunning for Alan Holtzman. Now, Travis Gilbert is taking into the pits. Now, Kyle is definitely giving it all he's got, getting the good pass on Mr. Holtzman in that number 24 Chevy. And looks like he is gunning for Stan Carnathan, who is currently in 7th. Ooh, that was very close to the wall on that turn. Now, Tyler Burton has went ahead and passed a few guys, putting them a lap down, but more importantly, putting them in between him and Mr. Tay McDonald in that second position. So now lap down traffic is going to be a factor. Now Travis Gilbert got the pass on Tyler Burton, getting a lap back. Now looking there for the number 32 of Mr. Kane Lee, also trying to get his lap back. Pull this up. Now Kane Lee is only one lap down. Travis Gilbert, passing Tyler, went ahead and put him back one lap down. Tay McDonald has taken to the pit along with Mr. Kent Mueller. Now we are 106 laps in. Let's go ahead and go back to our pit stop strategy box. Now Tay McDonald hit it at lap 61, so he was about 46 laps in. So if that is the trend, Tyler might be pitting pretty shortly, giving a couple of these guys, a little bit down to get a chance to lead a few laps. John Osborne has come up into the second spot, followed by Brad Rivers in third. Adam Boughton holding it into that fourth position. Ryan McCall in fifth. Stan Carnathan all the way up to sixth now. Pete Walsh in seventh. Alan Holtzman in eighth. Doug DeNice in ninth. And Christopher Roth rounding out our top 10. All right, looks like Adam Boughton, Stan Carnathan, and Alan Holtzman taking to the pit. Go ahead and getting it out of the way, getting fresh tires, a fresh tank of fuel to go ahead and see what they can do in the final leg of the race. We are 112 laps in out of 150. All right, just 35 laps to go here in the last race before Vegas. Pete Walsh taking into the pit. Now, Robert Roth definitely gunning it up. He is currently in sixth place. Looks like he is about to get up farther. But Brad Rivers in fifth has taken to the pits, along with Tyler Burden, who was in first. John Osborne's going to come out and lead a few laps, followed by Ryan McCall, Christopher Roth, Robert Roth, Kane Lee, Tay McDonald. Definitely, the green flag pits, they really do put a spin on things, you know. All right, still got Mr. John Osborne in first, Ryan McCall in second, Tay McDonald all the way up into that third spot. All right, we got Ryan McCall up in that top spot, Tay McDonald in second, Tyler Burden in third. Hope everyone is having a great night. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. We're having a slight issue with my ticker up on the screen. We will have that fixed just here very momentarily. All right, 24 laps to go. Tay McDonald is up in the first place position. Tyler Burton is in second. Brad Rivers in third. John Osborne in fourth. Travis Gilbert in fifth. Adam Boughton is in sixth. Stan Carnathan in seventh. Ryan McCall in eighth. Kyle Diaz in ninth. Alan Holtzman rounding out the top 10. Pete Walsh in 11th. Doug DeNice in 12th. Aaron Miller in 13th. Kent Mueller in 14th. Robert Roth in 15th. Christopher Roth in 16th. Kane Lee in 17th. Dwayne Furtick in 18th. Michael York in 19th. Definitely having a good race. Now, Tyler Burton is about 1.6 seconds away from the lead. Brad Rivers trailing him by a little over 9 seconds. So the different pit strategies definitely did put a big spin on the way these guys raced tonight. Now, see, we are pretty, at a decent little gap interval for these guys. Everybody kind of claiming their own territory here at Nashville Superspeedway. Nine viewers out there on the stream with us. Thank you guys for showing up. 20 laps to go here in the last race before Vegas. So, anybody looking forward to next week's race, go ahead and get some poker chips out. All right, we've got Tyler Burden back out in front with Tay McDonald, not giving up his position that easily. Now we've just got 15 laps to go here in Nashville. Brad Rivers is currently up in third position, up 2 from where he started. All right, going to go ahead and check with SDK, see what is exciting. Mr. Adam Boughton currently in that 5th spot. Travis Gilbert in 8th. Pete Walsh in 10th, that number 74. Now, no real side-by-side battles that I am seeing, but definitely these guys gearing up for a good finish to tonight's race. Just 12 laps to go, then we will call Nashville. Oh, and we have got another caution flag out. And with only 12 laps to go, looks like Mr. Christopher Roth may have been in an incident. Go ahead. Oh! Looks like Christopher Roth tried to come up on the number 5 of Kent Mueller, but unfortunately he bumped him right in the front, which kind of sent him sideways. Definitely a way I would pass the start-finish line. All right, and these guys will go ahead and take a one final pit stop, maybe getting up on their fuel and putting on a little fresh tires for the last little gun of the race. All right, pace car lights are still on. All right, pace car lights are off. Now we are 1 to go here. If we would get one last attempt to finish this. Well, not really, because you got the green white check, but all right, these guys are ready to get it going. Pace car is off the track. We are getting ready to go back. Green flag racing with 7 laps to go. All right, here we are back. Green flag. Tyler Burden gets a good jump off of the restart, followed in second by Brad Rivers. John Osborne in third, Pete Walsh in fourth, Tay McDonald in fifth, Adam Boughton in sixth, Kyle Diaz in seventh. You guys definitely go ahead and giving it a good run for the money. Oh, John Osborne into the grass. See if we can see if anything happened to cause that, or if he just maybe lost the control there on the track. Looks like he's getting a little bit sideways. Looks like he loses grip, goes sideways, and then finally gets his grip and goes directly into the grass. No one else is involved. Looks like it did not call out a caution. Definitely an unfortunate happening for Mr. Osborne. Definitely been doing great this evening. Now, we're only 4 laps to go here in Nashville. Tyler Burden still out in that top spot. Brad Rivers in second. Tay McDonald in third. Ryan McCall in fourth. Kyle Diaz in fifth. Adam Boughton in sixth. Adam Boughton looks like he's trying to make the pass on Mr. Diaz. All right, just 2 laps to go. Tyler Burden still out in the lead, about a 0.7 second lead over the next man in line, which is Brad Rivers. We're getting very close to that white flag coming out. Going to go ahead and keep an eye on Mr. Tyler Burden. Final lap. Tyler Burden still in the lead with Brad Rivers in second. Tay McDonald in third. Those are going to be your podiums for tonight. In just less than a half a lap. Ryan McCall is going to be in your 4th spot. Adam Boughton in 5th. All right, there is your checkered flag. Mr. Tyler Burden takes it. With Brad Rivers in second. Tay McDonald in third. All right, that was one heck of a race this evening. Now I'm going to go ahead and get these guys ready for a little interview time. But first, before we bring in our podium finishers, we're going to bring in Mr. Kyle Diaz, who is currently the hard charger for this evening. Up 10 spots from where he started. Hey, Kyle, this is Mark in the booth. Sir, you got a copy?
Yes, man, I do got a copy.
All right. So, Kyle, you finished in 7th place, but tonight you were the hard charger of the race, being up 10 spots from where you started. How was the race for you this evening?
Oh, it was a fun race tonight. I just got lucky there with the last caution. I was able to get a few more positions because I think before it I was running about like 11th, so I caught a break with that. But pretty good race for the second to last race here in ECR.
Oh yeah, and you know this is ECR's first time in Nashville. Is it your first time racing Nashville?
I had a little bit of experience last year when it came around for officials, but besides that, I haven't ran very much. So I'll take the 6th or 7th place finish I got here tonight, man.
Well, dude, I mean, you definitely did good. You got hard charger and 7th, so you know that means you're in the booth with me and you get all the shout outs you want to give. Who you got in mind, sir?
Shout out to my parents, shout out to everybody watching, and shout out to you, man, for broadcasting every week of these races. Without you, it wouldn't be possible, man.
Hey, I love every minute of it, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
All right,
Have a good one.
We'll see you next week in Vegas.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good one.
All right, that was our hard charger, 7th place finisher, Mr. Kyle Diaz, running the number 26 Domino's Pizza Chevy Camaro. So next we're going to bring in Mr. Tay McDonald. He is going to be our 3rd place finisher. Tay McDonald, this is Mark in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I am doing pretty good, and I'd say from the podium finish, you might be doing pretty good too. How you doing tonight?
I could be better. I kind of screwed myself there on that last pit stop. I missed my pit box, so had to restart 7th. I'm happy with the 3rd place finish, but it's disappointing at the same time.
Well, are you looking forward to Vegas next week?
Yes, I actually ran another league on Wednesday at Vegas and did pretty decent. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think I might have something for him.
Hey, well, good. You know, we definitely look forward to it. Definitely want to see you in the booth with us, man. So you know, being on the podium gives you all the shout outs you want to give tonight. Who do you got in mind?
First and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I want to thank my grandma Linda. I want to thank Echo Electric Supply for letting me put it on the car. My teammates at GWR, Travis, Chris, Rob, and I want to thank you, Mark, for putting on an awesome show every week.
Oh, well, man, thank you for coming into the booth with us. You know, you guys, without ECR putting on such a good race, I wouldn't have anything to talk about. Like, you guys are really good out there. You know, a couple cautions early on. Have you ever raced Nashville Superspeedway?
I have. I didn't run any practice this week until today. I ran about 100 laps before the session opened, and then ran probably another 100 in the session. Yeah, I mean these concrete ovals, this Dover, it's one of them tracks where you just got to take care of your tires, but maintain the most speed that you can. It was a fun battle, battling there with Burden. Like I said, I screwed up that last pit stop. Wish I could have had a shot at him.
Well, you still did good, man. We were proud to watch it. You know, definitely glad to see you on the podium and talk to you in the booth. But, we'll let you go, and we will definitely see you next week in Vegas. We've already got our betting glasses ready.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Tay. You have a good night, sir.
You too.
All right, that was the third place finisher of Tay McDonald. Next, we're going to bring in Mr. Brad Rivers, the number 15, who finished in second place.
Hello,
Hey,
John.
Brad, this is Mark in the booth, sir. You got a copy?
I got you, Mark.
All right. Well, congratulations tonight on your second place finish. Man, how was the race for you?
The race was fantastic, man. As long as it stayed green, as long as it did, and then a couple early cautions, man, were kind of crucial to me. I was, hoping for longer early on, but it worked out in the long run. I mean, that last late caution on lap 140, whatever it was there, that actually really helped. I took the 2 tires, and I got good pit exit and got the good track position, and I tried to catch Tyler. I tried to have something for him, but the demon's just too fast.
They tend to do that sometimes. Once you let them out of the gates, dude, they do not want to go back. So, no, but man, congratulations on that second place finish, dude. It was definitely a lot of fun watching you and, calling it for this race, man. So are you looking forward to Vegas next week?
Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping for back-to-back good weeks here. My last 3 weeks weren't very good after Talladega win, and I feel pretty good after this week, so I had to get back up there in points. See, I fell back a little bit, and hopefully this does it. I didn't get no bonus points. I mean, I think other than 0 exits tonight, hopefully that gives me a bonus point, but I'm looking forward to Vegas just because I was really good there too, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I get lucky, right?
Oh, very, very true. Very true. And, like the Black Panther once said, get this man a bonus point. That's all I got. That's all I can do.
That's right.
But no, man.
Take what I can get, right?
hey, you got all the shout outs you want to give tonight. You got anybody in mind?
Big shout out to my fam. I'm streaming on Facebook as well, so I got my family watching, and shout out to you guys, for streaming this and getting us out there, and shout out to Ray's my sponsor, and just ECR, good racing league, man. If anybody's down to join next season, man, this is where it's at. This is next level for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely always a good turnout for drivers. Always a good turnout, and a lot of good racing. So definitely is a good.
Shout out my team too, Aeon's Motorsports. I can't forget them. They've been through it all with me, and they keep pushing me forward, and it's the best team ever. So.
All right, well, congratulations, Brad, man, and I hope you have a good night and a good rest of your weekend, buddy.
Thanks, you too, Mark. Have a good one.
All right. All right, now we're going to bring up Mr. Tyler Burden, and as a special guest, we're going to bring up Mr. Adam Evo Boughton. Hey, Tyler and Adam, this is Mark in the booth. You guys got a copy?
Perhaps.
Well, Tyler, man, how does it feel? Another first place finish in the books.
Feels good. Like I was telling Adam up there, that kind of makes up for Iowa, because I kind of ran the setup a little wrong. I nearly died in that race, and I was kind of surprised that I came back to run 5th in that race. But yeah, this one was incredible. That was hard fought with Tay, and I was cranking on it hard. I was giving her the beans, all she had for those final 7 or 8 laps.
Well, you definitely got a good jump on almost every restart you were on. I love to see your car just kind of distance itself from the pack. So, you definitely always do good on that.
Thank you.
Now, are you very familiar with Nashville Superspeedway? See, I've never been here until tonight, so.
I'm kind of familiar with it. I've won races here in like officials and stuff, but I was kind of surprised with the fall off here. I've done races here before, and the fall off here was incredible. But for these cars, man, the fall off wasn't really there. You could run fairly decent the whole run and have no issues.
Yeah, and I did notice that. Like it only I think a couple of guys, might be, like me, never being on the super speedway here in Nashville. I think that might have been a reason for the earlier cautions. They were just getting used to it. But definitely
Yeah,
turned out to be a great race.
it definitely was pretty slick on 4 tires than starting out on 2. I'll give it that.
Well, man, being so you're first in points and you took away tonight's race, you get all the shout outs you want to give. You got anybody in mind for us?
Yeah,
Before he gives any shout outs, I
uh,
want to break in there for a second.
Yes, sir. This is Mr. Adam Boughton, ladies and gentlemen. What you got for us, Adam?
Tyler, on behalf of being the majority owner of ECR, we want to congratulate you on becoming the 2023 ECR Cup Series champion. You have officially locked it, pending you take the green flag next week.
yeah. So I can have Rick Hendrick and God, what was his crew chief? I'm blanking on his name. I should know it. Because Gordon was my favorite driver. I can have Rick Hendrick and my crew chief go do a pit stop for me. First pit stop.
Yeah, so congratulations on a hard fought season.
Well, there were some farts in there, so I mean, yeah. Thanks. It's amazing. I want to first of all thank Adam for putting this on and putting up with me. A lot of these guys putting up with me. I love racing Tay. Yeah, me and him got into a spat, but I think that's behind us, and we're racing good with each other now. All the Eon guys that I say it every time. They picked me up right after Daytona, and they've stuck by me the whole season. I saw my niece this weekend. She had her first swim meet, and so I almost slept through this race, honestly, because I had to get up at I worked thirds, and I had to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning to go watch it. And yeah, I ended up waking up at 7 o'clock, so just before the race even got started. Mom and Dad, all the sponsors of the league. Again, this league wouldn't be anything without all the guys in it. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I've been saying that all season. Like, you guys make the league. Clean racing, good camaraderie, and a little bit of spice thrown in.
Right.
Well, congratulations on the lock, man. Definitely hope to see you get that green flag next week and take this championship.
Yeah, you better set that alarm.
Oh, yeah. Well, the alarms went off, and I guess I slept through them. But yeah, it was awesome.
All right.
Well, the battle for first is wrapped up, but now the battle for second is on for next week.
No,
So,
Adam,
even though the guys can't win a championship at this point,
Adam, you better take it.
The battle for second is extremely tight.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it, and we will pay close attention to the runners for the second battle, man. Well, guys, I will let you get back to your celebrating. Adam, this is the last race of the chase before the finals. I want to give you a big shout out. What you guys do here in ECR is great, and I enjoy putting on a stream every week for you guys.
Yeah, thanks for broadcasting each and every week. You're doing a good job, and hopefully we put on a good show next week for the season finale.
Oh yeah, definitely do. And if we can have Mr. South up in the booth with me, if not, I might be able to find somebody.
I'm not sure on that one, but we'll be in touch though during the week.
Well, yeah, and he might want to race it, but if he does not, he can gladly come up with me, and we can talk about all you guys while you tear the track up next week in Vegas.
Yeah, next week will be a little treat as it is a 50% race, so it'll be a little different than what everybody's used to on the mile and a half. So it should be a fun race at Vegas.
All right. Well, I'll definitely look forward to that. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend.
Ray Eberham. I thought of his name, Ray Eberham. God, it took me forever.
That was like a 2
All right,
minute
Marky, have
gap.
a good night.
All right, buddy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was Nashville Superspeedway, the ECR Strong 150. This is the wrap up to the chase, or the ECR Gauntlet, as it is called. Next week will be our final race here in Nashville. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out, watching our stream, checking out ECR and Southern Broadcast Gaming Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend.